Jai Hind children. Let's start second chapter, types of hardware. In this video, let's see what we will discuss. We will discuss about memory. We will discuss about volatile and non-volatile memory. Then types of memory. A little part of RAM and ROM and introduction of secondary memory. So let's start with the memory children. What is memory? Like in our body, the brain is used to store all the memory. In the same way, in computer, where the data will store the data, all the program, the instruction, we need some space in computer also to store those data, isn't it? So where it will store? It will store in the memory. Now memory is having two types, primary memory and the second one is secondary memory. Primary memory is also the main memory children, and secondary memory is also called as auxiliary memory. Now in primary memory, it is main memory, but there is a part of cache memory. That's why we can categorize this into two types, cache memory and the second one is main memory. Now what is cache memory children? It's a very high speed memory which can speed up the CPU. It can speed up the CPU. Now it acts as a buffer between CPU and main memory. Where it lies children? The cache memory lies in between our RAM and our processor. Why? What it will do there? It is used to hold the data, the part of data or program which are most frequently used by the CPU. Okay, and it speed up the process. So it is fast in nature, but it is smaller in size. If you remember in the previous classes, we have talked about CPU registers. It's that one children. Now next topic is main memory. So main memory is categorized into RAM, random access memory, all the program, all whatever you wanted to open or any software, it will load up in your RAM. Okay, so all the processing part, if the computer is processing something, then where it will store the data, it will store the data on the RAM. Like if for example if you have opened MS Word, so where it will load up first? It will load up on your RAM. It's a temporary memory children. And if you will save the data of your MS Word, whatever data you have prepared in MS Word, if you wanted to save it, then it will go to secondary memory. It will go to secondary memory in your hard disk drive, permanent memory. But if you have not saved it, it will be there in the RAM, and once you will switch off the computer, all the data which were there in the RAM will also be cleared. It will not be present when you will switch off your PC. And the second part is the ROM. Your ROM is read-only memory. It's a non-volatile children, non-volatile memory, that is it is permanent memory. And what it holds the program, the instructions which needs to start up the computer, which the booting process. Now what is booting process? When you will just start up your PC, and all the programs, the files of OS will now loaded up on that PC, that from where it will loaded up? It will loaded up from ROM. So all that system software part will be stored in ROM. We can't change it children. It's read-only memory. It's non-volatile memory. Now there are two types of RAM, static RAM and dynamic RAM. And there are three types of ROM, basically three types: PROM, EROM, EPROM and double EPROM. Now in static RAM, the data were stored in flip-flops. It's a hardware part children. And in DRAM, the data were stored in transistors, in capacitors. And these types were not there in your syllabus children. So if I will extend it, then you may get confused. So no need to be in detailing with this. Let's have a look on this only. PROM is programmable read-only memory children. We can't erase any data from here, from this ROM. And from E means erasable, programmable, read-only memory. Means if you are able to erase something from this ROM, if you are able to erase, then it will be that type of ROM will be included in EPROM. And by using the ultraviolet rays, we can erase the data from this type of memory. And the last one is EEPROM, electrically erasable, programmable, read-only memory. As its name suggests, electrically erasable means the data will be erased from this ROM by using electricity. Now the next topic is secondary memory. Children, it's a permanent memory. Whatever data you will store for future will use, it will go in secondary memory. And in this video I will only share the introduction part. The the explanatory part of secondary memory we will cover in next period. Now secondary memory, the first one is magnetic tape. Earlier we are using it, children, in the form of cassettes and all, and it will have a sequential access. Sequential access means if like you have if in your PC you have stored 5 in this magnetic tape, if you have stored 5 songs and you wanted to play the 4th song, then it's not possible, children. You have to play the first one, then second, then third, then fourth. It's a sequential access storage device. Earlier we are using it, children. Then we will have second part is magnetic disk. In this you will have hard disk drive. We are using it right now. And the second one is floppy disk drive, children. The floppy disk drive is a very small device for storage. Like if you wanted to store a small amount of data, in earlier means you can say that 10 to 15 years ago we were using this, the floppy disk drive, having 3 categories: 8-inch, 5 and 1/4 inch, and 3 1/2 inch, and having a capacity of 1.44 MB only. So floppy disk drives we were using earlier. Now we are not using floppy disk drive because having very less capacity, 1.44 MB only. Then it comes to optical. It comes to optical disk. In this optical disk, children, now we are using various types of secondary storage devices, like your CD, compact disc, having 700 MB of data. Your DVD, digital versatile disk, 4.7 GB data we can store. Blu-ray disc, children, 25 to 50 GB of data. Then we will have one more HVD, holographic versatile disk, and it can store 3 to 5 TB of data, terabyte data. Okay, and actually HVD is not in your syllabus, but you should know about these things. And the last one is flash memory. The flash memory, children, the pen drive which we are using, the memory card which we are using, the memory card which you used to have in your mobile, in your camera, phone and all. So these are the type of flash memory. Generally we are using these types of memory nowadays. So this is all about your memory type. We have learned about these things. Now you will revise the whole video again if there will be problem. Otherwise we have covered the memory section in today's class. Clear, children? Thank you very much.